Salutations, everybody. Sorry for the bad lighting, sorry for the bad angle, sorry for the sweaty ness. It's hot and muggy here, but I wanted to show you today how to make this. This is my cheeseburger cauliflower bake, and it's perfect for cookouts. So go ahead and watch this and let me know if you try it, if this is something that interests you at all. We're going to start off with about a medium head of cauliflower that I've already prepared, some half and half, seasonings for your perfect hamburger blend. Optional will be a meat source if you want ground beef or ham, maybe some bacon, and the cheese of choice. I went with Colby Jack because that's what I had, but I normally like some sharp cheddar. Go ahead and start some boiling water and add your cauliflower. I'm only making 1/3 of this recipe, so if you want 9 by 8 baking dish worth, you're going to need to make this into 3 times the size. Now let's dice up some onions, put that in with the ground beef that I chose to add as extra. Season it generously with a meat tenderizer and some black pepper that I like to add for my perfect hamburger blend. Once the cauliflower is al dente, we're going to remove it from the heat and strain it. Now adding it to my small Pyrex dish, I am going to start the layering process. I'm adding the meat. You can choose a different meat source, or if you don't like that, you can use black bean crumble or a vegetarian, or just leave it plain. And I am seasoning it. I chose to go with cayenne, some garlic, and crushed black pepper, along with a meat tenderizer that's like an all-American hamburger seasoning, and some paprika. After that is seasoned, I will now get out my half and half. I'm going to use 1/4 of a cup. You could go a little less. This just gives it a non-drying agency while it is baking. And approximately 1/2 of a cup of your cheese of choice. You can be more generous if you prefer, or use a different substitute if you have a lactose intolerance. After I have that all spread out, I'm going to just quickly kind of mix it in briefly, just to distribute the products of the dish a little bit more. When I have that all mixed, I will set my oven to 425 degrees, and once that's heated, I will pop it in for approximately 10 minutes. After that, I will add just a sprinkling more of cheese. I will slice up some tiny baby dill pickles, which is my favorite way, but you could get the already sliced if you prefer. I just like these because they give it a crisper texture. And when I'm done slicing those up, I will add those to the top, sprinkling them generously. My son always says I could put a few less pickles in, and I could probably add a few more for me. Now, when that's all done, I will use some good old yellow mustard. Again, condiments are your choice. This is just how I like to prepare it. I like it to taste like a classic hamburger. And I will also grab my ketchup and put that in an alternating pattern just for looks. And there you have my cheeseburger cauliflower bake. If you want a different version, this is more for my boys. I use hash browns that I already baked in the oven for 15 minutes, and I will put a generous portion of the meat sauce on there, seasoned like a hamburger with lots of onions and garlic and stuff. And then I will top that with a generous heaping of cheese and bake that also for approximately 7 minutes. It doesn't take quite as long because everything's already heated. You're just melting the cheese at that point. Now I'm going to serve up my cauliflower cheeseburger bake, and I hope you enjoy this recipe, or you at least think it's a little different. I love the flavor profile for sure. And most importantly, make sure you're washing your hands. Ready? Now that it's all cooked, let's give it a try. I really, 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 really love this. I love the texture. I could have used a little bit more cheese and a little less half and half, but you don't have to use the hamburger. You can use whatever you want. If you don't want any hamburger, you don't have to. But seasoned, great. I love it. It is seriously a fun party picnic, different and unique, that I enjoy greatly. So I hope you do too. Whatever you're doing for the 4th of July, I hope you stay well, that you stay safe, that you have a little bit of fun, and that you have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.